Welcome back to PureGlass Podcast, my creative space where I keep things all the way transparent about these movies. So, I'm actually doing like a two-part, because I just did another video with Paw Patrol, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the mood to do another one, so let me just go ahead and knock this out real quick. So, I actually don't have any notes, so forgive me if I'm doing a lot of just rambling, but this movie is dear to my heart. I've seen it so many times. I've seen it backwards at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love this movie. We have to talk about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, I've seen reviews on this before, and you know, people obviously talk about the terrible kids and the fucking old people in the bed, blah, blah, blah. And we're gonna talk about them for sure. But my main issue here is with Charlie's mom and Grandpa Joe. Okay, those two are the villains of the movie, and let me tell you why. So, with Charlie's mom, now, I don't know what happened to his dad, and granted that was her only child, but that's not even the problem. The problem I have with her is, why would you allow 4 old people to be in your house, taking up space, food, electricity? They're taking up everything, you know what I'm saying, that don't need to be consumed if they were working, like, or put in a home. Like, I just don't understand why she's taking care of them and she can't even afford to. She over there hand washing clothes, getting carpal tunnel in her knuckles. Charlie is only eating cabbage water, and you got 4 old people in the bed not helping financially. I will be sick, and I can't condone that, because I wouldn't allow that. But I just don't understand, why would your grown ass work and not even complain to these 4 old people, and 2 of them have to be your parents. Okay, so if one of them can't work, the other one should be able to, or if they both can't work, 2 of the other 4 should be able to. Like, why weren't they getting up and doing stuff? So, you know, the fact that they wasn't doing that is because she allowed them to be lazy. She allowed them to be raw pieces of chicken in the bed. Like, she wanted them to not do shit. I guess so she could feel, I don't know why. Why would you allow that? I don't know. That was my issue with her. And so, because you didn't want them, or you didn't force them to get off their ass, poor Charlie felt like he had to get a chocolate bar to save the fucking family. Now, granted, it was a cool little prize, and I feel like, you know, any kid would want to do that, right? You know, get some chocolate, get a golden ticket, see the chocolate factory. That's nice. I love me some chocolate. I would do that too. But my other issue is with Grandpa Joe, because, you've been in that bed for how long, sir? And when he told you he had a golden ticket, you popped up like a spring chicken. He was happy. But let me tell you why he was so happy. Because he used to work there. Like, Grandpa Joe is the ultimate villain. Okay, he took advantage of that kid so bad. And Charlie was just so young and impressionable. He didn't know no better. That was his favorite person. He over there talking to him, sharing all his secrets about the factory. And the audacity. Because he knew the Grandpa Joe over there eating it all up. Like, yeah, and when I used to work there, blah, 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 blah. So now you're getting Charlie excited about the factory. He over there hustling up more, getting his heart rate up, sending out papers to the wrong people, smacking them upside the head with them papers, trying to get money to buy this chocolate that he could barely afford. And you just trying to use him to get back in the factory. Grandpa Joe, you just so lazy and miserable. You was in that bed for years because they laid you off. You couldn't find another job. There was no other factories in town. Like, I don't understand why he just sat there because the chocolate factory laid him off. And then got excited because his grandson got the golden ticket. Just those two people irritate my soul in that movie. And when I watch it again, because I'm gonna watch it again, I love it. When I watch it again, I'm gonna just look at them in such disgust, because I'm like, bitch, you should have made them work. Okay? Ain't no way in hell my ass will be taking care of 4 old people who are able to get up and do something. Help me with these clothes. Okay? Fold them while I wash them. Like, do something. Grandpa Joe, since you are able to move and pop up like that, and then he walked around the entire factory with Charlie and start flying in the air with Charlie, but you couldn't get off your ass off the bed to help your daughter work? Oh, hell no. They all gotta go. They all gotta go. Who else? Let me think. Willy Wonka. Because he had his issues for sure. He was just a little loopy. But at the same time, you gotta think, like, he had his factory open. He had he had actual workers, not midgets, working for him. And, let me rephrase that, because midgets are workers. He had adult-sized workers working for him before he found out someone was trying to steal his recipe. And it got so bad, like, so many people were trying to do it, he had to shut down his factory and hire in some Oompa Loompas from a whole different country. Okay, that's how bad it got. So I don't blame him for being so loopy. He did snap on Charlie towards the end, but Charlie had to prove to him, like, you know what? I ain't want your gobstopper. Like, I ain't finna give this recipe to old dude. Like, I was just, I just happened to be tempted by some bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the kids in there was tempted by something. I happened to just drink some bubble juice, and we start floating in the air, burped it out, but I ain't steal your recipe, dog. So, we good. But he was just, again, his mind was all messed up. People trying to steal from him. And if you ever, when you get to a point where you are successful and people just start having their hand out left and right, just wanting stuff from you, not trying to, like, really be your friend for real, or just help you elevate, you know what I'm saying? That would just mess with anyone's mental. I can imagine. So I don't blame him for being too loopy, but I just feel like the stress of running a factory is too much for a child. That's why I'm so angry with Grandpa Joe, because he ultimately, I feel like he knew that if Charlie was to win, or or succeed or whatever, that he would get the factory. He knew that. And so I felt like he selfishly hyped his grandson up and selfishly went just so that he can be included in the prize. Because once Charlie win and he's a freaking minor, a guardian, his parent or Grandpa Joe, will be able to supersede, the proceeds or anything else, like micromanage what's going on with Charlie. That's what I'm trying to say. So I just don't like his whole MO. Like, Grandpa Joe is the fucking villain, okay? Like, no. He took advantage of Charlie Bucket, and Charlie Bucket was just too young, naive, and poor to understand, okay? And it's not right. So that's all I have to say for that one. Again, this was completely off the dome and random, because I had just wrapped up another video, but I just thought about Grandpa Joe and I got irritated. And I'm like, let me just get this off my chest real quick. So that's it for this. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.